So I know that everyone has been theorizing who King's dad is, what's King's backstory, and what's up with that tower and island since Echoes of the Past. But I've been meaning to do a video on this topic ever since the Season 2 trailer dropped, that topic being, is Belos cursed? Just on the trailer alone, there was some stuff in there to make a theory on, but now with us having a synopsis for Hunting Palisman as well as some presumed glimpses from the episode, I thought now would be a good time to finally make a video. So from the trailer we see this shot early on, the Golden Guard in what appears to be a chamber within Belos' castle. But we see the silhouette of someone or something transforming into a creature. Looking at this clip, we see that the creature has 2 horns and shoulder-length hair. With the last shot of this trailer, which is the last scene in Separate Tides, we see that Belos has shoulder-length hair. So with the hair, horns, and this looking to take place within Belos' castle, this definitely seems like it's Belos. If this is in fact him, he seems to be cursed with a bestial form similar to Ida. Although Ida's was specifically an owl curse from the seal on the scroll that we saw in Youngblood Old Souls. Belos being cursed could be the reason why he experiences moments of fatigue like we saw when we were first introduced to him, as well as him relying on Palismen as a way to remedy that. Later on in the trailer, there is a shot of Belos cracking a Palismen off of its staff. While I know it's not much to go off of, this appears to be in Belos' castle as well, based on the background. And I wouldn't be surprised if these 2 shots are in the same episode, possibly Hunting Palisman. Maybe Belos is experiencing a moment in fatigue and snaps this Palismen off to absorb its essence, however it's not enough and we see this moment of Belos transforming. We know from Ida's curse that it got worse and worse over time. Her also experiencing moments of fatigue, weakness, and her elixir becoming less and less effective. So Belos may be experiencing something similar. And I think this could be a potential plot point with Hunting Palisman. Now going back to Ida really quick, we know that if she took more than 1 elixir, it could bring her out of her owl beast form. So maybe Belos is trying to do something similar, get more Palismen to try and prevent him from transforming. With the Golden Guard in this shot, I'm wondering if Belos and or Kikimora assign him to go hunt more Palismen down, or if he just goes on his own volition. The synopsis for Hunting Palisman is, it's Palismen pairing day at Hexside, but Luz doesn't match with a Palismen of her own, and soon finds herself on an unexpected journey with a foe. Now I'm guessing this foe is the Golden Guard, but it could also be Kikimora on a quest to get more Palismen for Belos. Luz, on the other hand, will probably go hunting for her own Palismen since she didn't get matched with one during the Palismen pairing day. In the newest promo, there is a shot of Luz looking at a group of damaged Palismen. So my guess is that Luz goes to the Bat Queen's forest to try and adopt a Palismen of her own. The one that should jump out immediately is the Cardinal with the scarred eye, which we have seen in both the trailer and other promos. From those, we can assume that the following shots are in the same episode based on the Cardinal as well as Luz's outfit. These include her with the Golden Guard staff, her climbing up some sort of chain, likely the airship that we'll see her on later, and by extension this hand dragon who seems to be atop of the airship, Luz in front of a wall or door using glyph magic, and this shot of her and the Cardinal Palismen. The background for this shot is very important because it's almost exactly like the background we see with Kikimora. So while the synopsis does only mention 1 foe that Luz will be going on a journey with, it looks like she'll be encountering both Kikimora and the Golden Guard. But I am guessing that since the Golden Guard or Kiki are likely going to be looking for Palismen for Belos, they may team up with Luz, who is looking for a Palismen of her own. Now one of the things I am most interested in is this location that we see Luz and Kikimora in. It seems to be some sort of fungal forest. Back in an AMA that Dana did, she got a question about Palismen and this was part of her response. Typically, a witch will carve their Palismen from a special type of wood in their teens. This can either be done at school or with parental supervision. That is, if that precious resource is still around. So maybe this is why students at Hexside don't carve their own Palismen, and instead they now have Palismen pairing day. They don't have the resources to carve them anymore. So I'm wondering what happened to this resource. We know that Ida carved Owlbert from the branch of an ancient tree. So what if something happened to the tree and maybe to an even larger scale the forest that it was located in? What if the forest got sick or corrupted and overrun with a fungus that makes it impossible to obtain the wood to carve a Palismen? And that's what we are seeing in the background with Luz and Kikimora. Maybe Luz is trying to fix or heal the forest, and that's why we see Kiki firing a spell at someone or something. There is also the shot of Luz with the bandana on, casting a spell on the glyphs. And since this does seem to be in the same episode as the other shots based on her shirt here, I'm wondering if she's wearing the bandana to not breathe in any of the toxins that may be in the fungus. That, or she's trying to hide her identity from Kikimora and or the Golden Guard. I'm also wondering what these glyphs are doing here on the wall. Maybe Luz drew them herself, but it definitely seems like they were already here, and she has to use glyphs to unlock what I assume is a door. With the combo of fire and ice, I'm wondering if this will make water. Luz has already discovered invisibility, so maybe she'll discover another one this way. And if we're going off of my idea of trying to heal the forest if it's overrun with fungus, maybe these glyphs help in that process if this ends up being located within. At least at the time of me working on this video, the only glimpse we got of Belos was at the very end of Separate Tides. And the Season 2 trailer only showed the first 10 episodes of this season. So I feel like we're going to be getting more of Belos soon, and I think Hunting Palisman makes the most sense right now. With Belos presumably being cursed, him needing more Palismen, and Luz likely going on a journey to find a Palisman of her own, these all seem to fit with the synopsis of the episode. Even if I am completely off the mark with this theory, I am still really looking forward to Hunting Palisman. We might get to see Willow, Gus, and Amity get paired with a Palisman, plus we'll probably learn more about Palismen in general. Add in the fact that we'll get to see Luz team up with a foe, probably the Golden Guard or Kikimora, then there is definitely a lot to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have a fantastic day, and until next time guys, take care.